today we're going to do the daily, and then maybe a little bit of... I was thinking as well doing the Beast on some other characters. Who I'll do, I'm not sure. But for now, we're just going to daily run. Looks like Lilith. I'm right, it is Lilith. Okay, we're only going to the heart. I'm still trying to unlock the the thing you get for doing 5 dailies in a row. I'm bad, apparently, and I cannot do it. Like, yesterday's daily... I suppose yesterday's daily was quite hard because it was the Lost, but I still, like... Game is hard. Who knew? Was... Excuse me. Being surprised by that is old news. Game only gets harder, I suppose. It was a weird daily as well. Normally they're just a normal run, but yesterday's daily was you played as the Lost and you were blindfolded. You had a bunch of familiars. That was the challenge for it. It was unusual because, like I said, they're usually just like randomly seeded runs, but this time it's well, that time it was like a challenge run. Although not that any of the challenges are that style. I feel like it's weird. All the challenges in the game are like... They're not quite what you'd think a challenge run would be, you know? It's mostly just... Also, getting Robo Baby is crazy. It's mostly just like they change the way the game plays in some way instead of changing like... I don't know how to describe it. Instead of changing the actual challenge of the game, they just make the game different. If that makes any sense? I make no promises. I'm gonna do this just because I think I need the keys more than I need the bombs, to be honest. And also I assume the secret room is probably above this. That's called like blood rights, I think. Sanguine bond. Not what I thought it was. I think it's making it so you have to pay health for things in the shop and you pay... No? I don't know. I have no idea what this thing does then. I thought it was a different item. Obviously, otherwise I would be less confused. Winning 5 in a row is... It's not too difficult because it's just playing the game normally, not even going to any of the special places. But I don't think you can miss a day, so you can't just be like, nah, that daily looks like it'll be a bit hard, I'll just do the next one. You have to just do them back to back, so even if they're not so great, or they look like they'll be not so great. I'm just thinking, is it... I don't know if Cambion Conception, which typically activates after taking like, I don't know, 15 hearts of damage. It's quite a lot. I don't know if that's better to... Like, I don't know if it procs on you taking damage from a self-sacrifice or a blood bank. Like, I think I know what Cursed Penny does, even though I don't have it unlocked, and I don't think I want it. I think it makes it so that you teleport to a random room when you pick up a coin, which... I don't really know why you would want that, to be honest. It seems exceptionally mediocre, if not downright annoying. Because you'd have to, say you had a room that had 3 pennies in it, you'd have to at least go back to it like for the 4th time, which seems crazy. Also, I don't know if I think the fork is like a lifesteal, but I don't know if it activates on anything except for my own hits. Conehead's good. I think Conehead's occasional damage blocking? Not certain. There's so many items in the game which I'm like 50%, maybe a bit higher on like whether I know what they do or not. And I have so little confidence in knowing these things that I'm just like, I'll just say it's 0. I'll just say I don't know what it does. It saves me the hassle of assuming I'm wrong. Always better to assume you're right. Which is not the case. I would not recommend. I feel like the more you assume you're right, the more you'll be wrong. If you just assume that you don't know things, then it all works out in your favor. So I think at some point the fork did proc, which is nice. I always find that talking about the game feels somewhat empty, right? Because if you know what the game... Like, if you know the game, you know what's happening on the screen anyway. Whereas, if you didn't know the game, you probably wouldn't be watching. I feel like it's harder to learn Isaac from watching. I feel like unless you're watching someone like right from the start, like if you're like learning along with someone. Yeah, I do walk into a couple of spikes. I mean, I feel like if you say always that you're gonna be wrong, then you're gonna be wrong. But if you say you're right every time and you're wrong, then you can be like, oh, that's a one-off occasion. I don't know how tier effects fully affect Incubus. I know that the Lilith's Incubus is slightly different to normal Incubus, but I don't know if I would want to waste it on it. So I'm somewhat apprehensive about this, but it's fine. Crackerjacks is okay. Okay, I'll take that. I think I got that luck up from a heart that I found on the ground, so that works for me. And we will take this part, and then we will go, as always, go in for bloody angel deals, because why not? Devil deals are a thing of the past. Also, Robo Baby 2.0, I think might be like my favorite familiar, other than Incubus. But you wouldn't be able to tell that I have favorites right now because I'm only using that. Lovely. Even though it makes no difference whatsoever, I'm going to go in here first. And then come back out and pick that heart up. How have you been, Raven? I know it's only been like 2 days since I streamed. But, how are you? Oh, Robo Baby, really showing where your worth's at. Barely slept. Ooh, that's not good. Any particular reason why you haven't slept? Just, having trouble. Spent 6 hours on a D&D session last night. I see. So you were up to important business. That's why you hadn't slept. Well, I mean, as long as you had fun, I guess. First ever D&D session. Ooh. Yeah, did you have fun? Oh, nice. That bodes well. I'm gonna take the backpack and then just live with it. Playing as Lilith now makes me want to play Lilith in the next run, so I probably will. Good. I've never played D&D, and I don't have any way of playing it, so I don't mind. But I always feel like D&D must be really, really annoying to like play consistently, right? Especially when you're an adult. I don't know why I'm exclusively using Robo Baby now. I need to still use my extra shots. Just because, like, it takes a long time, right? Like you said. Yeah, I mean, I guess if you were like a professional streamer and you had professional streamer friends, then playing something like that would be a no-brainer. Like, you could just be like, oh yeah, one day I'll have a whole day streaming it. But I don't know how you would, unless, like, I mean, like I said, unless if you're not an adult, it's a bit easier because you can just be like, oh yeah, I don't have any responsibilities, or I have like school or something like that that'll automatically put me with people, right? Whereas if you have a job and you work somewhere, then you're much less likely to encounter someone of that sort of style. I'm just getting hit left and right by Gertie of all things, and it's making me annoyed. We didn't go to our item room, so we will be doing some backtracking. We do a bit of backtracking. I don't know why I've hung onto that rules card. Piece of paper is my guide. That is very true. Although not on this run. I was once invited to a game of D&D, and like before I even had any chance to even think about what that entailed, I got cancelled, and it has never come up again. So. So that's my experience with D&D. Yeah. So that's where that ended. And like I said, I don't really mind. I feel like I already have a difficult enough time with the friends I already have organizing playing games that don't take nearly as long. But, like... And by that I mean, like... Yeah, I imagine that's true as well. Like, me, Tom, and my brother have been playing... I've been playing Borderlands 3. And we have gotten, like, so... Like, not far into the game at all. And we've been playing it for, like, 6 months. Like, a game that should not last us very long is taking forever. Because we're playing it 3-player, so we're not playing it with Wank. So whenever Wank's around, we just play Dead by Daylight. And then, like, for some reason, either Wank isn't around and Tom isn't around, because they both work on weekdays, mostly. And then it's like, no one wants to do that. Oh, hang on. Yeah, they're all busy on weekdays, and then from there, just doesn't go anywhere. I don't know why we didn't just convince Wank to buy Borderlands 3 and then just play it with him. That way it'd be over quicker, and then I could play it by myself. So I'd feel bad, like, playing it by myself after we've already started it with them, but... Dunce cap. But I wouldn't feel bad about playing it after we've already played through it, you know? This room's nice. I feel like... I sort of feel like double key rooms are maybe a waste of time more often than not. But this one worked out quite well. Although this floor is ridiculous. Yeah, I think I decided eventually that I was going to just play it by myself and stream it, but I didn't even do that. Like, I didn't even play that by myself. Like, I was also gonna do the DLCs for Borderlands 1, and I didn't end up doing that either. So I'll have to get back to that at some point. But, like, I now have that massive list of games that we did on stream the other day. So I have things to play. I don't know. We'll see how I'm feeling. I had a massive... I was going to stream yesterday, but I had a headache and still, for some reason, played Dead by Daylight for 6 hours. So I don't know whether I'll stream... Yeah. I don't know whether I'll stream anything more. I wasn't planning on doing much streaming today, but we'll see. See how it goes. I do have fun streaming, so whether or not I will stream for long today is unknown. I'm just gonna use the death card. The room is a nightmare. Like, I'm thinking maybe I'll look at my games on my list and see which one I'm assuming will be the shortest, and then I'll just play that one, maybe. Because I only think I want to do like 3 or 4 runs on Isaac. I think I'll play longer than I normally would, but not massively long. Because I think, unless I've already done it, I'll do Beast on Lilith, and then maybe Beast on Judas. And then we'll see. We'll see where we go from there. I actually sort of think I might have already beaten the Beast as Lilith. I'm not certain, though. It's the kind of thing which I'm very unsure on. I want to get a battery item so I can use a box of friends more often, but the game really just wants to give me, like, the pickaxe. Yeah, it really was poor timing with Isaac coming out right as... Actually, I can't even remember. Did I play Borderlands whilst Isaac was out, or did I wait? I can't remember. Oh, Rag Mega, my least favorite boss. Or one of my least favorite bosses. To fight, that is. Finally got an angel. Rosary bead, that's a good item. I feel like the rosary bead has always been a good item, but it sort of got better for some reason. Whereas a lot of other items that were okay are now terrible, and a lot of... They did a lot of weird balance changing in Repentance, which I'm not sure if I agree with all of them. Like, they made Godhead, which was like almost undeniably the best item in the game, into not amazing. Like, it's still okay, but it's not the best item in the game. I think they made Sacred Heart worse, which is also like a contender for best item in the game. They did a lot of things. They made Shard of Glass into a potentially run ruining item instead of an item that does nothing. Like I feel like I say this quite a lot with some items. Nobody knows what Shard of Glass used to do. Nobody knows what like half the items in the game do. They just know that they're like not worth taking over another item, you know? Like they're not good enough to warrant learning what they do. I guess. Oh, damn, I should have been more careful. It was almost certainly going to be greed considering how many shops I've been to, but so I'm looking for either the car battery out of a shop, or I guess the battery, the one that lets you store an extra full charge on your item. That would be another useful one. Why did I use this? I'm outside the boss room. This room is not difficult. Alright, we're gonna go get a charge before we go in there. Also, look at this floor. Like, there's a massive gap between the left and the right, and there's nothing on the right, it seems. Or at least none of the key rooms. This room sucks. I hate these enemies are so annoying to fight. They are the worst. Another item, by the way, that nobody knows what it does is the razor. I assume that they have a status effect on them when I hit them with it, considering they look like they're bleeding, but what that status effect is, nobody knows. What the hell do I have? Where did these come from? What the fuck? Can I shoot now? Was that Cambion Conception's payout? These things are badass. I think I had these as part of a Challenge 45 run. The like randomness challenge. These things seem cool, but they basically give me tears, even though I'm Lilith. That's interesting. Useful, too. More than just interesting. I never remember what Marrow does. I mean, I know obviously it gives you a bone heart, but I never remember if it does anything else. Also, because I want to get through this daily, because I even considered doing the daily as like a pre-stream like preparation, so I could like just get in the groove of Isaac. But like, I don't know, man. Like, I feel like the dailies are interesting, right? Because they're sort of like a challenge in that they have like some aspect of randomness to them, but they're also almost usually more like a regular run. I'd say the primary difference is just that you have everything unlocked in the game. At least I think you do. Like, these items that I have on the side of my head, they're like two little guys. I don't think I even have them unlocked. I think they're a Tainted Lilith unlock. Right, I assume they're a Tainted Lilith unlock because they are demony and they're familiary, which is usually Lilith's MO. So that would be my assumption. The fact that they paid out from Cambion Conception, that's really nice. For some reason, when Repentance came out, I feel like Cambion Conception would almost always pay out with Incubus when you're playing as Lilith. I don't know if that's just by complete coincidence. Wow, that was nice. Or if it was like or if it's an intentional thing, but that's really how it felt. So it's nice to know that maybe isn't true. Okay, so our damage does leave something to be desired, but that's fine. We can still I'm just looking at my things. Is the only damage up I have really Cat of Ninetails? Do none of my other items give me any damage? Alright, we're gonna use Robo Baby for a bit then, because we're weak. Very weak. That's a haunted chest, I think. Yeah. We have no flies, no need for that. That hit me. That's bad of me. I don't know why. I feel like years of playing like shooting games has made my brain like hardwired to think like when something happens it's probably not entirely my fault. But in this game it is. Like almost certainly your fault when you get hit or when something bad happens. I mean, obviously if you get really bad luck and you don't get any items, then nothing you can do about that, but Not always. Alright, we're going to take this bomb and we're going to blow up both of these. I think I'll play this a bit first. Not because I want the item out of it, but because... I'm just thinking, do I want the fork still? I feel like I have a lot of hearts that overlap it. So whether I'll actually get much use out of it is to be seen. Also, I think I'm not mistaken. I think I do want that. And also, I kind of want to get rid of the bone heart, but I'm not sure how I'm going to manage that. Excuse me. Lovely. My Isaac sense of direction is so bad that it's... The amnesia is like one of the worst for me. I don't know what it is. Like in real life, I think, in my head at least, I have pretty good direction. Or at least a good sense of direction. But when it comes to Isaac, it's like I have a blindfold on in real life. I have a brain blindfold. Maybe that just it's a factor of the fact that I have such a bad memory. Like, it's kind of ridiculous. I'm almost like concerned over how bad my memory is. Like, I don't remember almost anything of my time in school. Like, I don't remember like so much of being younger. It's ridiculous. Also, ugh, that's gonna be annoying. I forgot that I had the backpack, but even still. Yeah, like, I don't know what it is. I mean, like, I don't remember who the boss was I fought on the last floor. Like, that's the extent of it. Like, I know we fought Duke of Flies on this run. And that's it. That's all I remember. My short-term memory is that bad. I mean, I guess we probably stomped it, so that's probably why it doesn't matter as much. Oh, I know we fought Gertie. What did I have for breakfast? I had a bowl of pasta. Because I woke up at, like, midday. So I had lunch instead. I basically ate the bowl of pasta and then started streaming. So that's why I remember it. But what did I have for breakfast yesterday? I have no idea what I had for breakfast yesterday. I feel like last floor in Isaac is like the equivalent of yesterday in real life. You know? If you remember yesterday, then you'll probably remember the last floor. I don't think... So I have the 6, right? Which gives you better devil deals. I don't know if I want to go to a devil deal, though. I think I still want to just go to angel deals. Because I'm built different. I'm built angelically. Although in saying that, I think that the vast majority of the Isaac community has changed their tune to going to angel deals instead of devil deals. But I do sort of think that I might be better off with devil deals. Not just because of this, but because of also my damage is a bit lacking, which I think is much more likely to be overcome by being in a devil deal. Also, this room kind of scared me at first because I don't know why it scared me. I guess it's like going to an error room could potentially lead to me missing out on items, which would mean the run would be harder, and then I'd probably lose, and I'd have to do another daily run and win that one as well. Which, I mean, I'm fine with. The daily runs are fun, but I sort of wish that you could replay a daily run. Like, I don't even care if, like if you lost and that was your score, that's fine by me. But I wish that you could do it again just to be like, yeah, I want to do the challenge again. Didn't even get the devil deal, so I don't even get a choice. I think I want to keep my... fuck it. I was going to say I think I want to keep my, my temporary hearts, but I realized it doesn't matter. Also, like I mentioned before, there's a lot of items that nobody knows what they do. Glyph of Balance is one of those items. Nobody knows what Glyph of Balance does. And if you tell me you do, you're a liar. You're a liar or you looked it up. Because it's a mystery what this item does. I know that some people confuse it for yeah, I mean, I don't know what it does. I know some people confuse it for the prism item, which splits your shots, but it is not that item. That item is good, whereas this item doesn't do anything. I am tempted to look it up, because I assume it does something, right? But I'll never know. Also, the Mimic Isaac doesn't do anything, because I can't actually shoot tears myself. That's pretty nice. We've taken a lot more damage than I thought, so we do want to look out for something to amend that with. I.e. some health. I would also love to go to that curse room, but I feel like the amount of health it would take to get in there is not worth the investment of maybe getting something decent out of it. This room works for me. We have a lot of resources. I don't know why I even bothered like timing that. A bomb and a key for what, 8 poops? That feels like a bit of a rip-off. You know what? Just to satiate my curiosity, let's look it up. Isaac, Glyph of Balance. I'm gonna find out it's like an amazing item. Grants 2 soul hearts. Modifies room clear drops. Modifies champion kill drops. Huh, so it depends on like how many resources you have and how many bits of health you have. It'll give you more health and more resources. That's interesting. I mean, so it's like a quality of life pickup modifier. That seems okay. I mean, I always take it. Like, so I have no real complaint. Oh, I don't know why. So Mom's Razor is an orbital, obviously, but I didn't realize it doesn't follow the normal orbital pattern, which is mondo annoying. Also, we didn't get a battery, so or like a battery item, I should say. So we are just stuck with a single use for Mom's Heart. But luckily, the run ends at Mom's Heart because of the way the challenge goes. So we don't have to go any further, because I feel like this run would sort of fall apart against Isaac and Blue Baby. Is my take on it. I feel like actually getting these weird side demons are like crazy good, because they basically just give me shots when I normally wouldn't, which is awesome. Having to sit there and wait for that when I like put it down, then I thought that's probably not the secret room. Having to sit there and wait while it doesn't explode because I have bloody remote detonator, that's pain. So I think that these things do less damage. They have like a percentage of my damage. I know that Incubus normally has that as well, but I know that it doesn't do that on Lilith. I think Lilith's one is slightly different. But what do I know? Not what Glyph of Balance does, that's for sure. Although it does seem like the kind of item which you need like a spreadsheet open to properly utilize it. Because it's like when you have 6 or less hearts, you get this item. When you have this many keys or coins, you get this item, and blah blah blah. This is the weird boss that ruins his boss music, right? Yeah. Like the boss music just ends over and over again. Why are these enemies dropping so many hearts? What the hell? Jesus Christ. What is happening in this room? Okay. I now have full health. We'll save that. I don't think I want the item on the right. I know it's a damage up, but I don't think it's very good. We do want Guppy's Eye though, because Guppy's Eye is great. And now, I guess I'll take it. If I'm not mistaken, the bandage, it like gives you a chance to drop red hearts when you get hit. Another item I'm not sure of, because it's basically just a health upgrade. I'm not going to go in there. Because it's not worth it. I do sometimes consider, like, seeing if I can figure out a way to break the run. Like, to get a good score on the leaderboard, but I always decide not to because it seems like a waste of time. Like, it doesn't actually matter. More so than anything, it truly just doesn't matter. I know, obviously, Isaac is a video game, so ultimately, it doesn't really matter either way. Ow. But, wow, that room is mean. This is the kind of room that killed me on the last run that I mentioned earlier. I swear I had a lot of poison hearts before, and I feel like I didn't get hit in my red heart, so I don't know where they all went. Maybe they get overlapped by a health P upgrade, HP upgrade. Dunno. These are the things that are unknown by me or anyone else. And if you tell me you know, you're a liar. I just noticed as I was leaving that mini boss room, I think the box of friends also doubles my razor, which is pretty nice. Assuming I'm not wrong in imagining that. I mean, it's not useful, but it's defensively okay because I think that it blocks shots. I know it's meant to be more of like a damage dealing one, but I'm pretty sure it blocks shots too. So that's at least something. Not completely useless in some regards. Of course, fighting the longest boss or longest floors in the game is killing me inside, but that's fine. I can die inside as long as I'm not dying in the game. I'm fine with the trade-off. Dying inside is one thing, but getting hit in Isaac, ooh. Why is this floor so big? It's scaring me. Sure. Room-wide damage. Whatever. So I think Glyph of Balance is giving me a bunch of hearts from enemies that I kill. That's what it feels like. Wow, that guy really didn't want to stop. Whatever. I feel like buying Remote Detonator was a mistake because it is just more annoying than helpful. Not that it's ever helpful, but it's another item which there is no use for it. It just exists. There's no unique use case for it. It's just there. Also, we got Demon Baby out of Cambion Conception, it looks like. That's pretty useless. I feel like in the past, I remember thinking that Demon Baby was good, and I remember seeing other people who play Isaac think that Demon Baby was good, and I've sort of always never really got it. Like, in my head I thought it was good because other people thought it was good, but I think I was wrong, and I think everyone else was wrong too. I don't know what hit me, but that's fine. Daily run over. Where do we rank? That's not great, but that's fine. What's the top score in the world? Let's see. Yeah, he almost certainly found a way to break the game. Lovely.